Welcome. My name is Jennifer Raye, and in this video I'm going to discuss the kidney and the bladder meridians according to traditional Chinese medicine. In this video here, I'll discuss the locations of the meridians and a little bit about the energetics, but do make sure to check out the associated blog post linked with this video where I cover a lot more information about the organs and some points that you can use. Within traditional Chinese medicine, each organ system and each meridian has a yin or a yang pair. So the kidney and bladder are paired, and the kidney is the yin channel and organ, and the bladder is the yang channel and organ. Now, before I get into the location of the meridians, I just want to mention that when I'm talking about the meridians, they lie on both sides of the body for the primary channels. So the kidney and bladder channels run on both the left and the right sides of the body, but I'll just demonstrate on one side. The kidney channel begins at the base of the foot. It actually starts right below the little toe, but the very first point on the kidney channel, kidney 1, is just beyond the pad of the big toe and the second toe. There's a little dip there you'll find. That's kidney 1. From there, the channel runs up along the inner foot and up behind the inner ankle, the medial malleolus. There are a collection of points there. From there, it runs all the way up the inner seam of the leg. There are 3 yin meridians in the legs, the liver, spleen, and kidney. And the kidney channel is the innermost channel of the 3. So you could say it's the most yin in some ways. So it travels all the way up the inner side of the leg, and eventually it enters the torso through the pelvis. There are a number of internal pathways it takes, including connecting to the lower spinal column and the physical organ of the kidneys and the bladder. From there, though, it does travel up along the front line of the body. It travels on either side of the navel, just a very small amount on either side of the navel, travels all the way up the front of the body. Then about midway up the torso, it goes a little bit further out laterally, and then it continues to travel up where it ends near the lower collarbones. So the kidney channel has many acupressure or acupuncture points that are wonderful. The point I'll just mention today is kidney 1, or we can call it bubbling spring, and that lies right at the base of the foot. You might be familiar with this one. You can use acupressure on this point. By just rubbing this point, it creates a real sense of grounding and dropping and settling. We can also activate this point through some of our standing poses by really focusing on spreading the plantar fascia of the feet, for example. Now, the paired organ and channel that go along with the kidney meridian is the bladder meridian. And the bladder meridian starts right at the inner canthus of the eye, so the inner edge of the eye. And again, remember, it is on both sides of the body, but I'll just show on one. So from the inner eye, it travels up along the forehead, right to the inner edge of the eyebrow, and then up the forehead to the skull. And then it travels all the way down the back body along either side of the spine. Now, when it gets to the junction of the neck to the upper back, it actually splits into 2 on either side of the spine. So then you could say there's 4 channels running down the back body. It then returns back into one channel where it travels directly down the back line of the leg, all the way out to the side of the foot where it terminates at the little toe. Now, there are, again, many wonderful points on the bladder channel that I could talk about, but today I'll just mention all of the major channels that run up along the back line of the body, along either side of the spine, are really targeted when we do forward folding. So really, the entire back line of the body, you could say, is targeted when we do forward folding generally. So in your yoga practice, if you're opening the backs of the hamstrings, for example, or the erector spinae on either side of the spine, you're targeting the bladder channel. Another wonderful point to mention is bladder 2, which is just at the inner edge of the eyebrows. And you can use your thumbs or your fingers to press that point. And this point helps to relieve headaches or eye strain any kind of eye conditions. This point is used in acupuncture. So I hope that helps to clarify these 2 points, the kidney and the bladder meridian. Do make sure to check out the blog post. I've included a little bit more information about the points and about the locations of the channels and how you can use these channels in your yoga practice over on the blog. You may also be interested in some of the courses that I'm offering, and you can check those out at jenniferrayecourses.com. I have lots of resources over on the site that relate to Chinese medicine and yoga. Please do sign up for my mailing list over at jenniferraye.com, and I promise to keep providing you lots of information about these wonderful healing arts. Thank you for watching.